The Drug Problem, Video 1, Dysfunctional Discourses. Have you ever reflected over some of the ways in which we organize ourselves and thought, how can we be so bloody stupid? I have. And here are some of my favorites. 1. Why, given the controllability of modern technology, haven't we ridden ourselves of most crime by now? 2. Why do we subsidize carbon based fuels like gas and coal and petrol and oil that causes bad things more than we subsidize renewable energy such as wind, biomass, geothermal, and solar that causes good things, or at least less bad things? 3. Capitalism, with a bit of democracy, should allow the politicians to control the way the world evolves. Yet, just like science is becoming the tool of technology, politics is becoming a tool of the rich. 4. When financial bubbles bursts, the governments borrow money from the rich to bail out the rich, the same rich, in part, that created the bubble. These rich then use this money for bonuses, parachutes, and the creation of new bubbles. There's more on my list, and I'm sure you could add a few dysfunctional discourse candidates of your own. However, as to the cases I have mentioned, I could be wrong, and I am not knowledgeable enough to argue my opinions convincingly if matched against an expert arguing the opposite point of view. However, there is one particular discourse or opinion for which I do believe myself to have the knowledge to make such a claim. That is the opinion that drug policies focusing on illegality are dysfunctional policies. My claim is an approach to narcotic drugs that focuses on illegality and supply-oriented drug policies is a bad approach and likely to achieve much more bad than good. And I intend to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that it is so, that drug illegality is a dysfunctional discourse. This will soon become a high-speed journey through essential parts of the so-called drug problem. And if you are willing to listen, reflect, go back, then maybe do so once or even twice more, then I believe that, assuming that you today are pro-illegality, yet are ready to listen, there is a fair chance that you will change your mind and agree with me that drug illegality is bad and an example of a dysfunctional discourse. Also, having witnessed me having a go at proving drug illegality a dysfunctional discourse, I hope that you will ask yourselves, maybe drug illegality is only one way in which we organize ourselves dysfunctionally. Because if you do, you might be interested in my next project, which I hope shall be an attack on dysfunctional discourses in general, an attempt to throw some light on how and why we organize ourselves in stupid ways rather than on my particular example, drug illegality. In the next video, the drug problem 2, I shall say a few words about myself, why I think you ought to listen to me, and how I intend to go about proving drug illegality a dysfunctional discourse.